Make sure to subscribe and start exploring the corners of the world you've never been, from unique cultures to powerful human stories. We take you there. Number 5. Super ball python. Ever heard of the super ball python? This hybrid snake is making waves. It's not just a hit with reptile lovers, it's also sparking big debates in science and conservation. So, what makes this snake so special? And what could its existence mean for ecosystems? The super ball python is a hybrid, mixing the ball python with the blood python or the Bornean short-tailed python. Its green, black, and brown pattern blends the best features of both. This species was first bred in New York by Rose's Reptiles in 2002, with the first successful hatch in 2005. It took 3 years to stabilize the breeding process. But the super ball python isn't just a pretty snake. It has traits that may even surpass its parents. This hybrid eats more than the ball python, requires less humidity than the blood python, and grows faster than most pythons. It reaches maturity at just 18 months, and can breed with both parent species or other super ball pythons, creating even more hybrids. These traits make it a prime reptile pet, and give it massive commercial potential. But not everyone loves this new hybrid. While impressive, its complex genetics raise concerns. Especially when breeding at home, Rose's Reptiles warns about the risks. If released into the wild, these snakes could damage local species gene pools. To prevent this, many reptile organizations suggest microchipping hybrids, so their origins are tracked, avoiding potential ecological damage. Super ball pythons aren't the first hybrid with a ball python. In nature, ball pythons occasionally crossbreed with other species, but those events are rare. Human intervention has created far more hybrids than nature. There are currently 56 recognized ball python hybrids, with even more on the way. These hybrids vary widely in color and pattern, like the white spot ball python, which is almost pure white with no pattern. Others have unique markings or colors, some even being completely white or yellow, with no camouflage at all. These looks are striking, but as super ball pythons grow in popularity, we must ask, could this hybrid threaten natural species genetic diversity? Could hybrids eventually replace purebreds? These are questions we need to consider. Number 4. Pifler cattle. American bison were once the pride of North America's plains, thriving in harsh conditions with their strength and resilience. But by the late 1800s, overhunting and habitat loss dramatically reduced their numbers. Meanwhile, European cattle adapted to parts of North America, but struggled with extreme winters and dry summers. This led some ranchers to wonder, could crossbreeding cattle with American bison create a new breed, combining the best of both? The first attempt was in 1815, when a rancher discovered the offspring of a domestic cow and a bison. This sparked his interest in hybrid breeding, and he began carefully planning to create a breed with the cow's calm temperament and the bison's strength and adaptability. But the process wasn't easy. Though cattle and bison are related, their genetic differences made breeding difficult. The success rate was low, and hybrid offspring were often unstable. By the early 20th century, advances in genetics made hybrid breeding more systematic, and researchers developed methods like selective breeding and artificial insemination. This led to the creation of Pifler cattle, a breed with the tender meat of cattle and the hardiness of the American bison. These cattle grow quickly, require less feed, and thrive in resource-limited environments. Their introduction quickly caught the attention of the agricultural community, thanks to their economic value and their ability to adapt to global climate change. They excel in extreme climates, opening up new farming possibilities in areas where traditional cattle struggle. However, the rise of Pifler cattle isn't without controversy. Some ecologists and animal rights activists worry, fearing these hybrids might crossbreed with wild bison, endangering bison's genetic purity. Introducing Pifler cattle could also affect ecosystems, like changing grassland vegetation or causing competition with other species. Some ranchers are skeptical about market demand, wondering if consumers will prefer traditional beef over hybrid products. Number 3. The hybridization of Cuban crocodiles and American crocodiles. Imagine two crocodile species, once thought to be completely separate, suddenly merging their genetic makeup. This isn't just an accident in nature, but a pivotal turning point for the future of the Cuban crocodile. Cuban crocodiles, a rare species found only in Cuba, are famous for their incredible jumping abilities and fierce survival instincts. They once roamed freely through the Zapata Swamp and Lanier Swamp, with a population of over 3,000. However, overhunting and habitat destruction brought them to the brink of extinction. Although conservation efforts have had some success, their survival is still fragile. Recently, scientists discovered that the genetic difference between Cuban and American crocodiles is surprisingly small, just 1%. This means that their relationship is much closer than previously thought. But this discovery also raises a major concern. Hybridization is no longer confined to controlled environments. It's happening in the wild as well. This genetic crossover could disrupt entire ecosystems and potentially change the genetic makeup of both species. If this gene fusion continues, it could reduce the genetic diversity of the Cuban crocodile, and its unique characteristics could fade away. Even more concerning, this hybridization could impact their ability to reproduce, further threatening the Cuban crocodile's future. Therefore, scientists are calling for stricter conservation measures to improve habitat management and prevent further genetic mixing. If we don't act now, the Cuban crocodile's gene pool could suffer irreversible damage. Number 2, the human-cow hybrid myth. Have you ever heard of a human-cow hybrid? It sounds like an absurd story, but some ancient myths may have hidden truths. Take the Minotaur, a human-cow hybrid, once thought to be pure myth, but recently, strange reports have caused us to reconsider. Are these reports true? Are they misunderstandings, or some scientific phenomena we haven't fully explained yet? In 1825, a shocking event occurred in Hungary. According to records, a man named Benjamin Moll, after purchasing a pregnant cow, witnessed the birth of an unusual calf. This calf's appearance was vastly different from a typical cow. Its head had distinctly human-like features, while its body retained cow traits. This creature caused a stir among local residents, and despite scientific investigation, no reasonable explanation was found. This wasn't an isolated case. Similar reports have emerged in other parts of the world, especially in Asia. With the advancement of modern genetic technology, scientists can now edit genes between different species, and even perform interspecies genetic recombination. Although the genetic gap between cows and humans is massive, does this breakthrough mean that we might see a human-cow hybrid in the future? This question remains a hot topic of debate in the scientific community, and it makes us wonder, could the human-cow hybrid one day move from myth to reality? #1, the legend of the antlered rabbit. Picture this, a rabbit with antlers. Sounds like something from a fairy tale, right? But back in the 1930s, two Wyoming brothers, Douglas and Ralph Herrick, brought this bizarre idea to life. It started by accident. After a hunting trip, they found a dead rabbit. While handling it, they came across a set of antlers. In that moment, an idea struck. They attached the antlers to the rabbit's head, and the first antlered rabbit was born. They sold the specimen to a local hotel, and soon, the creature became a local sensation in Wyoming. But here's the twist. The antlered rabbit description matches the symptoms of a rare disease in rabbits. This disease, caused by the syphilis papillomavirus, can cause antler-like growths. Many believe the first sightings of the antlered rabbit were just misidentified sick rabbits. But it didn't stop there. The rabbit was said to be incredibly intelligent, even mimicking human behavior. Rumors spread that it could sing around the campfire, amazing everyone with its unexpected talent. And it wasn't just clever, it was fast. Reportedly running up to 60 miles per hour, making it nearly impossible to catch. Its survival skills were unmatched, kicking powerfully with its hind legs, fighting back with sharp claws, and maybe even using its antlers for defense. Then came the most interesting part. In the 1970s, Wyoming issued thousands of hunting permits for the antlered rabbit. But the catch? The permits were dated June 31st, a date that doesn't even exist. This shows how deeply the antlered rabbit had woven itself into local culture, becoming a symbol of Wyoming's playful spirit. Now, with today's scientific advancements, could the antlered rabbit be possible? Genetic engineering and biotechnology breakthroughs are already allowing scientists to create creatures that were once only in our wildest dreams. Scientists can edit animal genes, altering their features and functions, and who knows? They might even create something like the antlered rabbit. Though no one has yet made such a hybrid, gene technology is opening up limitless possibilities. Maybe, just maybe, in the near future, creatures that once lived only in folklore could be brought to life. That's all for today's story. Which animal hybrid blew your mind? Let us know in the comments. If you liked the video, hit like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.